welcome to the Slyphor channel. I'm here with another booster pack of cards. The one named Aspirant on the front, a card that I still haven't pulled yet, but I want to, along with the Bloodsoaked Champion and there's a couple of other Mardu cards that I still want. But yeah, so I'm going to get straight into the pack. Let's open up with, I'm just being quite messy with these because I've already got the artwork for them. I'm just going to rip straight in there. And start with, whichever card this is. There we go. A Glacial Stalker. Ooh, I do not have this one yet. 6 drop 4/5. It's got morph though, so you can drop it in early as a 2/2 and then spend 5 instead of 6 to flip it over. So I suppose if you don't have anything else, this is quite good. A 5 drop 4/5 isn't bad in this set. It's, as I've probably mentioned in the last video, the whole Khan set is a bit slower, and so a 4/5 for 5 is pretty good. And the morph cost obviously adds to the mystery of it, unless people are playing Lens of Cleansing, or Lens of Clearing, of which most people are probably going to be doing. But yeah, morph cards are normally pretty good, just because the whole morph effect being more of a confusion tactic. So it says it's a teamer card, but probably more likely to be played in maybe Sultai, possibly Jesco. We'll see how this one goes. Next we have a red card, Shatter. Shatter isn't too bad. It's not amazing, but I assume in the next couple of sets for Khans they will probably release more weapon artifacts, and so Shatter, being a 1 and a red to destroy a target artifact, will be much more useful. So as of yet it's nothing amazing. It's like, it's a pretty good card. It's not horrible. In Theros there weren't many artifacts, but if the set after Khans has lots of artifacts, and if the two next sets of cards have weapon artifacts, then this could become incredibly amazing as a 2-drop. Next we have a Firehoof Cavalry, 1 white for 1/1, with a 3 in a red effect to give +2/+0 and trample until end of turn. So a basic 1-drop, which if you get him later in the game you can make him a 3/1 trampler, which is okay. Triggers raid effects, which as it's a Mardu card, that's what you're going to be using it for. Just a 1-drop to trigger raids probably. And if they don't have any creatures, that's probably more likely when you're going to pay for its effect to do an extra 2 damage. So it's an okay card. I don't run them personally because I prefer the Mardu Hate Blade, but again, if you're running against something like running against a slow teamer deck or a Jesco spell deck, you might want these more because they might not be targeted by spells because they're only a 1/1, and then you can obviously pay for its effect and be like, I eat for 3. So they could be good. They're not amazing, but they could be good. We also have a Valley Dasher, another Mardu card, 1 in a red, haste and has to attack each turn, and it's a 2/2. So it's a pretty good card. I've run these a couple of times just to trigger raids. If you have a lot of raid effects, these are worth throwing in as a 2-drop. We then have Hooting Mandrills. I've got to end up learning all of these cards. A Sultai card, 6 drop 4/4 with Delve and Trample. So 4/4 with Trample is pretty good. The Delve obviously makes it cheaper than a 4-drop. Yeah, each card you exile from your graveyard while casting the spell pays for 1. So you could have a 1-drop and just discard 6 of your... yeah, exile 6 cards from your graveyard, which in a Sultai deck you're going to have a lot of cards in your graveyard. That's basically how it goes. For a 4/4 trample, that's pretty good. We then have An Abzan card, Disowned Ancestor, a 1-drop black, 0/4 with Outlast that gives it a +1/+1 counter. Pretty good early game defender, normally shuts down Mardu decks, which is what Abzan's good for. So yeah, it shuts down Mardu decks pretty well. As soon as you start putting power into this thing, it's killing off stuff. So yeah, easily a good 1-drop for Abzan. We then have a Highland Game, 1 and a green for a 2/1, and when it dies you gain 2 life. So, kind of a black cat, just a kind of mascot card. It's pretty good, it's pretty low drop if you run it in a Teamer deck. In a Sultai deck it's kind of, not really worth it. The other one it can run in is Abzan. I could see it going in an Abzan deck, a little bit of life gain to just push you through the game basically. We then have Tranquil Cove. It's one of the mixed lands but not a fetch. It's still got some really nice artwork though. I will obviously have the card here, but just let me look at it for a bit. It's nice. We've then got, oh god, Rakshas's Secret. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it, I'm not entirely sure though. Rakshasas, yeah, seems to be right. 2 and a black for a sorcery, target opponent discards 2 cards, put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. So this is a very Sultai card. Yeah, to get cards in your graveyard while making other people discard stuff. Always worth it. Well, in Sultai at least. In Mardu I wouldn't say it's worth it, and in Abzan I probably wouldn't run it, but it's a Sultai card, without saying it's a Sultai card. Next we have a Jesco banner. I don't run Jesco, so the banners are a little bit of mana fixing. They're okay, but they're not amazing. Ooh, getting into our uncommons here with Burn Away. A 4-drop and 1 instant. Burn Away deals 6 damage to target creature. When that creature dies, you exile all cards from controller's graveyard. Ooh. See, now that's nice. I might run this in my Mardu deck. Or sideboard it at least, for when you come up against a Sultai deck where they're there going, I need to play it off my graveyard, you just go, I exile all your graveyard. What are you going to do now? And 6 damage to a creature will get rid of something big. That's very nice. Might also be useful against Abzan, to just get rid of something that's using the Outlast abilities. It's a big burn spell. Obviously it takes a lot of mana, so it's a bit iffy. Obviously a late game trick, but turn the tide against a Sultai deck, possibly push the border against an Abzan deck, and obviously destroy a big stomp with from the Teamer stuff. So it seems to be a good Jeskai or Mardu card. I can see people running it in Teamer as well, because they're more likely to get the 5 mana necessary. After this we have Seek the Horizon. Seek the Horizon seems cool. A Teamer card, but can be run in Sultai or Abzan. 3 and a green, sorcery, search your library for up to 3 basic land cards. Reveal them and put them into your hand, then shuffle your library. So it's fetching, which is always good, because you can fetch for quite a lot in this, because I'm fairly certain there's okay, basic lands. Basic lands. That's the key there. We then have a Horde Ambusher. Horde Ambushers are okay. As I said before, it's a morph card. The morph cost is effectively really a non-thing, because it reveal a red card from your hand to morph. If you're playing Mardu, then you probably have another red card in your hand. It's 1 and a white, 1 and a red, or 3 for the morph cost. But whenever it blocks, it deals 1 damage to you, and it's a 2/2. So you might want to play it as its morph cost, just so that you don't get hit every time. And also it just plays the like little, you should be worried about this thing. Then we have Dragon Style Twins. Ooh, a Jesco rare. 3 and 2 red, double strike, prowess 3/3. Seems really good. Obviously because it's a rare. Prowess just is ridiculous if you do a spell heavy Jesco deck, which if you're running Theros stuff, you probably do. Non-creature spells. So it doesn't count enchantment creatures because they're creature spells. But yeah, all sorceries, instants, enchantments. That seems pretty good. Especially with the double strike. We then have a fancy looking plane and the Brona card, which has all the calm races on it. So Abzan, Jesco, Sultan, Mardu, Teema. Pretty nice. Okay, pick of the pack. Pick of the pack time. So, can't have the Dragon Star Twins because that would obviously be the pick. Apart from that, I would say probably the Disowned Ancestor, because I've had this played against me with my Mardu deck and it just completely shuts down your early game. It's like, cool, I just sit and block you for ages, and then at some point I'll be like, okay, you can use a raid once this turn by tapping it, and then it untaps and I can just start killing your stuff. So, really good. Obviously I really like Burn Away. Burn Away's nice, but not quite there. And then also Shatter is notable to keep an eye on in the off chance that the sets become more artifact heavy and weapon heavy. So yeah, that was another Karn's pack. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and there will be another one coming soon. I hope you're enjoying Strategy Saturdays as well. If you haven't checked that out, I would say check it out because we've got some stuff coming up for it. We've recently finished our Civ 5 game, which ended pretty much how you'd expect it to end when I'm playing with Rob. And yeah, as seen on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. We shall see you next time. Goodbye.